Hello everyone, welcome back to another stream. I hope everyone is doing well, or at least those of you who are with us so far. I see in the chat Henry. I know I'm not in the shot right now. I will be packing orders today, but it's going to be a little bit different and probably a little bit weird because the camera I'm going to have stationary right there, and I'll walk, I'll pack one order and I'll walk up the aisle and then I'll start over again. There's 5 orders to pack. I don't know if they were all requested to be on camera. I know at least 3 of them were. I believe a 4th one was, but the message wasn't in there. They emailed us separate. And then I'm not sure about this 5th one. I don't think we got a message at all. But yeah, hello Henry and the others who are here. Just want to make sure my audio is okay. I believe it is, which means we can get started on packing some orders. So I'm going to be reading chat on my phone today because I couldn't get it on the iPad with an order. I know on the new iPads you can do like half and half, but I wasn't able to do that here. So this is what I have. I'm going to be reading on the chat, but I see Henry is here, which is awesome. I'm pretty sure you can filter by orders that need to be packed. Yeah, paid. Cool. So yeah, like I said, we have 5 orders today. It shouldn't be a super long day, which is great. I'm actually running off about 4-ish hours of sleep, or a little less than 4 hours of sleep, which is not a good start to the day. But it's so weird because I can't see like anything besides my, I don't know, it's a little weird. Okay, so this first one here is going to be for Henry. I don't know if that's for you, Henry A. It might be though. We also have BJH9900. Welcome to the stream as well. And I will try to kind of show off what people have, but I'm not going to walk everything up to the camera. So Henry, you have a couple things that are in bins. After that, it's all drawers, but I do have to go get one train base. Yes, so that is Henry. That is super cool. Awesome that you are here watching the stream live. So I'm going to go get you your train base, which is in bin 15, which again, I don't have a camera set up for it, and I'm not entirely sure long-term what our plan is going to be. I know Kyle and I had talked about potentially getting some sort of camera that can kind of stay mounted somehow, either in the aisle or in a couple different spots, and then what we'd be able to do is maybe have something similar to that, and maybe one shooting this way and one at the bins or something. I'm not entirely sure, but we thought about something like that so we could just easily plug in and go. I'm not sure if that's going to work though, but yeah, so here's the train base piece. I know I'm really far away, it's probably really small. And this lot, or this order for Henry, is only 5 different lots. It looks like 17 pieces. So the next one is in drawer 800. And now based on what I'm seeing here, it looks like you're making a train or a train car of some sort. But you do have these little control panel things, so I'm going to go probably with a train, like an engine or something like that. What exactly are you building, Henry? Like, do you have a specific model or something you're going after? And also want to welcome Soulflame to the stream. How are you today? And I believe I have live chat on. I do have live chat on. As well as Oak Foam Palatown. Welcome. I will answer questions in just a moment. I'm currently, chat is on my phone right now, so I'm sorry I'm going to be looking down a lot to look at the iPad to pick the order, and then on my phone as well to read chat. Next one is an 878. So Henry here got almost exclusively train pieces with, you know, axles and wheels and, oh, actually you didn't get any wheels. You just got the silver axles, the train base piece, the little kind of swivel mount piece, and then 7 bumpers, or buffers. So that's pretty awesome. 2660. That is our last drawer for this order. Henry, I appreciate the nice simple order to pack. It wasn't bad at all. Hopefully the focus stays kind of in and out here. What did I say? 2860. That's over here. 2860. So Paul went around and we have some tape. If you see the white tape hanging out on some of the drawers, I don't know if you guys can see this one or not. I can't see if you can see it. But there's white tape on drawers. Those are supposedly the ones I need to pack on camera. I don't know exactly what the point of that was. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's easier. I'm not sure. Okay, so we have 7 of these little train buffer or bumper, whatever they're called, for Henry. The actual train base piece as well, and then 1 swivel thing. I don't know exactly what that's called. It's like a tile with a pin, or 2/3 of a pin in the middle, like 4x6, I think. Yeah, something like that. And then we also have 6 of these axles, and these are the black ones that go. You actually put the train wheels on the side, and it clicks into the base piece. Those are just metal axles, and then 2 printed 1x4 tiles, little control panel things there. And Henry said, yes, building a train, but I don't think he had a specific... Oh, New York subway mock. That is very cool. That is very, very awesome. You know what I forgot? I forgot my bag, or my thing of bags. So that we can put this stuff in a bag, and then also write the order number and stuff. So let's get that, and let's get a Sharpie as well, and a pen. Okay, I think we're actually ready now. Something felt missing on the cart, and I wasn't quite sure what it was, but that's what it is. There we go. Now the cart's complete. We're ready now. Okay, so I'm going to bag this one up for Henry real quick, and then that'll be that. So this will just go in the mailer. We don't, well, I don't know. Maybe this is something you guys can talk about. Big pieces like this, if it just fits in the mailer and you don't want to use a whole bag, what do you guys do for it? You know, do you pack it with... Do you find a bag for it, or do you make it fit in a bag, or what exactly do you guys do? Because we don't all, like for 16x16 plates and stuff, we don't always put it in a bag. Sometimes we'll just put it at the bottom of a box. I don't know if that's a problem with people, but I don't know. We haven't had any complaints yet, so maybe it's okay, but what do you guys do? Curious on that. I also want to welcome Vincent, Lego Military Mox, and David West to the stream. How are you guys all doing today? David said, if a big piece, I'll put it loose in the mailer and bubble wrap. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, we won't do it with small pieces. Like, it's only things that don't conveniently fit in a bag. If it can fit in a 4x6 bag, it's going to go in a bag. Bigger than a 4x6, I feel like we're wasting a bag if we're using a big one and stuff. So for us, it kind of depends there. Okay, so Oak from Palatown says, how long did it take you for you guys to get as much storage as you do? I have 6,420 drawers, but still looks like you have more. I do not think we have more. Actually, so we haven't numbered them all yet. But on this far side of the wall, I want to say we get to 5,000 something. But not... I don't think we get to 6,000. So you have more drawers. Yeah, or you numbered them weird or something. I don't know. You must have more drawers. We are at, or will be at, I believe, 5... You know what? Let me check real quick. Sorry, guys. We have the stickers printed out for it, and I can figure out where the last number, or what the last number is on the sticker sheet. Slight detour from packing orders for a moment, but that's okay, I assume. Yeah, just about 5,000, 4,952. So if you have 6,400 drawers, you definitely have more drawers than us. You have a lot more drawers than us, actually. Ours are probably just arranged differently. Yours is, I mean, if you have that many drawers and it looks like we have more drawers, then I'm going to say yours are probably arranged in a more efficient manner because it doesn't look like you have a ton of drawers, but you do. Or that could be the opposite. It could be very inefficient. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah. Okay, so it looks here. Thought I saw something else. Oh, Soulflame says, how are you? I'm doing well. I'm running on about a little less than 4 hours of sleep, so I'm very tired right now. Incredibly tired, and then I have to leave pretty much right when the stream is over to go shoot. So it's gonna be a long day. That is for sure. I didn't get back till like 4:30 a.m. last night, or this morning, or whatever. Okay, here we go. Got the order card. First order of 5 packed today. None of them are massive, so they should all be relatively quick, which is great. And, oh, I was reading. I'm going back and forth. I'm trying to read chat on the BrickLink order. It's not there. Soulflame says, got to go to the store in a moment. We'll be around for 20 to 30 minutes. No problem. Thanks for tuning in at all. Lego Military Mox, I don't know if I said hello, but welcome. Jim, welcome as well. Yeah, so David said if it's big enough, he'll put it in the mailer. And then also mentioned that he's about 2,500 drawers. Not sure because 2 columns of them aren't labeled yet. Yeah, so I've printed out all the stickers, but I don't... actually, that 4,972 might actually be further than the end of it. It might be like for a few more drawers. I'm not entirely sure, but we have less than 5,000 drawers, less than 4,000, yeah, full right now. Soulflame says, I wrap those in plastic foil coming from a roll so they don't get scratched up during transport. Interesting. Yeah, so we bought other bags. Sorry, I think I'm going to spend a lot of time off camera today. No, but I bought some other bags that are kind of a different shape. They're kind of longer. Like vertically they're taller, and then the zipper at the top, or whatever this is, the little plastic thing. So that piece would probably fit in there. And I might do that actually. Vincent says, I got to go. Have a good stream. Thanks, Vince, for tuning in for a few minutes. I appreciate it. Have a great day. But yeah, that was Henry's order, and I think we're all packed now for that one. Making a New York City subway mock, which is very, very cool. So the next order we have here has also been kind of waiting for a little while. Let's see who it is. Oh, I was ready. This one is for Sean. Oh, okay, this one's not tiny, actually. There's 254 pieces, 19 lots, so this will take a little bit. Yeah, said, you know, love the YouTube stuff, enjoy the information, keep up the good work. Welcome to pick my order on camera. And a few questions as well. So we'll start packing this order, and we'll answer these questions for Sean as we go along. Let me read the first question. I can try to answer it. The first question is, when starting a store, would you recommend acquiring more unique pieces or more standard bricks? And would it be wise for those pieces that I personally enjoy? Would it be wise to go for the pieces that I personally enjoy and in turn narrow my market, or venture out to sets and pieces I wouldn't normally collect? Thanks again for the video and the order. Good luck to you all. So I would start out by saying you're safe to say that, you know, bricks and stuff are going to sell within reason. I mean, not guaranteed, I guess, but those will sell, you know, I'd say pretty often. So as long as it's not a funky brick or something, but if it's a dark bluish gray, like 2x4 brick or 1x4 brick, or, you know, some sort of standard dark bluish gray or black or light bluish gray, those are going to sell pretty much. So things like that, I would invest in bricks and stuff, but there are also a lot of unique pieces that also sell. It's kind of hard if you haven't been doing it for a little bit, but if you just look at a thing and you're like, that'll never sell, you're probably like on the right page, but that doesn't necessarily mean it will never sell. All the time, almost every day I say this. I find something in the store that I'm like, oh, this is never going to sell, and then it sells. Or I picked it and I was like, oh wow, I never thought this would sell. So people need everything. You know, people want all the parts, and if you can list it on BrickLink, it's probably going to sell. I would personally say diversify your lot count. So go for both if you can. I know that's probably not the answer you wanted. You wanted a one or the other, but if you can go for both, if you can go for you know, diversity in pieces, but also carry those standard parts, which is kind of what we try to do. We'll kind of restock on classic sets, because usually pieces from the classic sets will sell. So we'll restock on those, I don't know, at least a couple times a year. Last year, I think we probably got them 3 or 4 times, and each time, you know, stuff out of them sells very quickly. So those are kind of a safe way to go. And then you can also get the, you know, if you're able to get Star Wars sets or Hidden Side or whatever that has those kind of weird pieces, people will buy those as well. And I think you asked about kind of diversification, and I would say, yeah, lot count, which is the variety of pieces you have, is extremely important. 253, which is, and I've said this many times, unfortunately something we did not understand at the beginning. We had just kind of assumed, you know, piece count is super important because that's the bigger number on the screen. I don't know what we thought, actually, but we were very wrong. Not that piece count's not important. You can't have 1,000 lots and 1,000 pieces. I know I've told this before, but you know, if you have a higher lot count, there's more variety in your store. More people are going to come to your store, and they're more likely to make a purchase because there's more options for them to buy. There's also, if you have a higher lot count, technically, that other people, you know, when they're placing an order on BrickLink from a wanted list, if your store has more items in it that fit in their wanted list, then you'll be recommended, and then they might buy that from you instead of, you know, another store, because you happen to have all the parts, so they only come here once and pay 1 shipping instead of go to 4 stores and pay 4 different shipping fees or whatever. So that's a thing as well. Let me see what your other question was. But yeah, I would go for, oh, okay, yeah, I would go for a mixture of standard bricks and kind of specialty pieces. Then your next thing was, would you stock up on stuff that you want? I would say no. Don't focus on that at all. It's probably very difficult to stock a store with stuff that you want, because I feel like, you know, you might be pulling it out all the time. In terms of like, you are, you might want a piece for a mock or whatever, and you pull it out of your store. Not that you can't do that, that's totally fine, but you know, if you are pulling out, I don't know, 10% of your pieces, and I don't know, I also guess it depends on what your business model is and stuff. You know, are you doing this to fund a Lego hobby, or are you doing this to make money? You know, and if you're doing this to fund your Lego hobby, then yeah, maybe stock your store with stuff that you want, because then you have all the pieces here and you don't need to go out to BrickLink and buy more pieces and stuff. But I would also say, you know, if your intention is to make money on BrickLink, not to fund a Lego hobby or to pull pieces from your own inventory, I would say don't focus on just what you want, because there's so many more things out there, you know. And in addition to that, let's say you love Star Wars sets. I have found it very difficult to consistently, or even just at all really, to get Star Wars sets that are 3 times value. Very rarely. Like, I think Kyle parted one out yesterday or something, but other than that, we very rarely get Star Wars because it's too expensive, it's marked up, where you can't get that 3 times part out value. So I would say you don't focus on your likes when stocking your store. But that's just me. Okay, looks like this person, I don't remember the name on this, I think it was Sean, ordered 20 of pretty much everything. Let's read a little bit of chat here. Daddy O'Bricks, welcome to the stream. Bill, how are you? Soul Flame says, I think it's best to sell things you like. If it doesn't sell, at least you'll be happy to have it. That is true as well, though, I guess. That's smart, too. If you are stuck with it, yeah, I think Bricksar has a video with that as a tip. You know, buy stuff that you want, so if it doesn't sell, you can use it. I'm not a big mock builder at all, actually. So for me, it'd be hard to be like, oh, I want this piece and this piece and this piece to build with, because I don't really do that. But yeah, that works too. But again, it depends if you want to be making money off of this, or if you want to be, you know, funding a Lego hobby. If you're funding your Lego hobby and you're trying to whatever, then absolutely get the stuff that you like. But in general, I'd say no. But again, don't listen to me. I could be totally wrong. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Cool. Okay. Who else do we have here? Nemalius says E, and then okay, bye. So goodbye, I guess. David West says get 10,000 lots and keep it above there. Smooth sailing for order count. That's our goal. Is by the end of summer, which we're calling September, we want to be well above 10,000 lots. So technically, it was in the vlog last week. There was footage of the sign we have up, which wasn't intentional, but it was in there, and I didn't blur it out or anything. That's our goal. It's not an easy goal to hit. We'll see if we can do it, but that is our goal. We want to be above that 10,000 lot mark, because once you're above that, not once you're above that, but I feel like once we hit above that, no, I don't think so, actually. I don't know how much higher we can go than 10,000 is kind of what I'm saying. People obviously do it, but I don't know if it's realistic to assume that we can go well above 10,000. 1105, that's behind me. You know, some people are at much higher lot counts, so maybe we can go above that. But our goal is once we get to 10, maintain it at 10. Do not drop below 10, after that. Not that we really want to be dropping lot count at all, but we're hoping once we hit 10, we can kind of stay there. 1126. So there was a discussion, I don't remember who it was. Well, I guess it was Kyle and I yesterday, actually. But there was a discussion, or maybe there's always a discussion, I'm not entirely sure, about the height of drawer units on the wall. And someone had mentioned, is that where that goes? Yeah. Someone had mentioned, why don't you go higher? Why don't you drop the units to the ground and put one more unit above? You have a lot more space you could do that with. And while that would allow for more drawer space, I would argue it's not usable. You know, at the bottom here alone, this is pushing it. You know, I like the larger drawer units at the bottom. Like this one, I guess, back here. I assume you guys, yeah, you can see this one. So this one back here is pretty nice because I can stand here and see the numbers. For the small drawer units, you can't really stand right here and see the numbers, so you're bending down to try to find the number and stuff. And then up here at the top, you're just reaching way too high and like you got to step up. So I would argue 5 is the max you could do, absolute max, to make it convenient. If you had 6, you would need to go on a step stool to reach the 6th one all the time. It'd be very inconvenient. And so that's why the majority of our stuff besides this wall is actually 4 tall. And we tried, didn't really work. At least the other side of the wall is, and over there is. It's the large drawers on the bottom, and then rows of small drawer, or in this case, small or large, above it. And that actually worked really well. We might switch it up. We'll see. We need to figure out, you know, if it's going to be worth it in terms of picking and stuff. But we might switch it to just 3 units tall. Not in this location, but when we move. You know, maybe from, I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys can see that, but a little bit lower than here, maybe like to here, a little bit down, you know, to here. I don't know if you guys can see my hand there, but just a little bit under the top of the cart. You know, the 3 units, which might be pretty good. It'd be very easy to pick. You know, you can walk and you don't have to bend over and stuff, and I'm not sure if that fatigue will take a toll on people picking orders, especially once you're picking an order or orders for the whole day or something. I'm not entirely sure, so we'll see. All All right, this is my chat. I apologize if I'm on my phone. T says, love the camera angle. Awesome, thank you. I do, but I don't like the background. Unfortunately, you can see the water heater and stuff, but the angle is pretty cool. I agree. David says, is this a wide angle lens? The acros on the right side look super wide. Yeah, so this is a wide angle. It's like a 14 or 15 millimeter or something, I think, on there right now. It's a zoom, but I think it's at 14. So very wide, yeah. I think it's Jurgen says, is it in your mind better to sell a piece for $1 with 20% sale or simply sell it for 80 cents? So I think it depends where you live and stuff, but technically selling something on sale, what's that called? Loss leader? Something like that. I think it's a loss leader. Isn't exactly what that is, but it's kind of the same concept of a loss leader. In a lot of places, it's actually like not allowed. It's actually illegal. Like I mean, everything's illegal in California, but in California, 20 of these as well. Stores are not allowed to have loss leaders. They can't get you into the store with something that they lose money on. And I don't know how they enforce this, but you know that's supposedly a thing. 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and that is kind of what it sounds. I mean, not exactly, but kind of what it feels like when you're doing something. You know, you're false advertising, making people think it's 20% off on sale. We don't really put stuff on sale unless we're having a sale. You could probably play with it, see if your numbers change and stuff, but I'm not entirely sure. You know, it's up to you, I guess. We wouldn't, though. We would just sell it at 80 cents. We wouldn't lower it, or we wouldn't list it for $1, list it 20% off. To me, that's a little backwards, but it's actually more work for us to do as well, and there's no extra profit there. Now, I mean, if you have a sale, like an actual sale, and it is 20% off of the 80 cents or whatever, cool. Then list it, you know, with 15 cents or whatever that is. But I would probably say no. Don't do $1 list at 80%. Be kind all the time said, I hope I didn't get miss mine getting picked. Who are you? Which order are you? The only one we've packed so far is Henry. Currently we're packing Sean's. Are you Sean? If you're Sean, it's getting packed right now. We got some other things. Rita says hello. Hello, Rita. How are you? David says, it feels like 10,000 lots is a lot when most stores either expand their space or stay the same size. Yeah, so, yeah, that kind of double-digit lot count, I think, is when you move from being a store like this where, you know, we make money, but it's not like a job or anything, into, once you get to a store that size, I feel like that's a job, or you need someone like there all the time or something, I don't know. Okay, I don't know why we have this, but the drawer's like half empty. That's like totally weird. It's so stupid. I'm sure I do it sometimes. Tip. That was easy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Let's see what other chat we have here. Oh, be kind all the time says, hi Evan, I'm the person that wanted Paul to pack mine. Is he around? I don't know. I let him know that I will be packing yours at about 9:50, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Between 9:50 and 10, so we'll see if he comes in. If he comes in, then he should be able to pack it. If he doesn't come in, I will just pack it so we can get it over with. Because I don't want your order to sit for like another month or something before it gets packed. That's the downside to doing these videos. 23.29 is, you know, stuff sits sometimes just because, like Sean, yours has been sitting for a while. And Henry, yours was sitting for a while too. I don't know, maybe a month or so, just because we don't get enough orders to pack on camera consistently. And then it also just doesn't make sense to be packing on camera like every week or something as a video. Because it takes a lot more time to pack on camera and talk with you guys, or pack on camera not live too. That takes a lot of time. Then there's editing and stuff, and then it slows down all the stuff. And we try to get orders out same day if they come in. And if we were trying to, not that I guess we would have to get the camera ones out, but it wouldn't work, unfortunately. 2696. It's gonna be down here, and we're getting 8 of those brackets. I guess it's actually kind of convenient. So if you weren't here earlier, Paul labeled most of the things, not all of them, but some of them with white tape, and it's kind of nice actually, because now I can kind of look in the area, and it usually is the drawer with white tape on it. But also, the white tape has been sitting on our drawers for, I don't even know, so many weeks. 2, 4, 6, 8. So it'll be nice to not have little pieces of white tape everywhere. This green sticky note, we have an auditor who comes in usually every Friday, and as she goes through, she marks what errors were in drawers, and this is like her note, and then she knows that she did this one, and she'll start here, and then she'll go, and then like next time this sticky note will probably move to somewhere else. So if you're wondering what that sticky note is, but that's what all the little white pieces of tape are. I think I've picked actually most of them off now. Yeah, there's one more over there, but I don't think you guys can see that one. So I don't know, maybe you can't, oh, there's one right here. You can see that one. Yeah, but that is pretty much what the white tape was for. Okay, I'm going to catch up on chat a little bit here. T says, I'm about to get 1,000 lots. About to reset my goal to 2,000. Cool. That's pretty awesome. Josh says, hey, it's Josh, the guy who Paul meets. Awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I have not met you yet. Cool. And I want to say thank you for all the Lego that you've been supplying with us. It's really great. And it's pretty awesome to just like have someone who texts Paul or whatever. I don't know how you guys communicate exactly, Discord maybe, but and says, hey, I got 60 more pounds this week or whatever. It's pretty awesome. I'm concerned that you're going to start having too many pounds for us, and we're gonna have to say no. That's like a big concern for me, because I really want to constantly say yes. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You know, I don't want to say no, we can't take your Lego. I don't think we'll have to unless you continue expanding or continue growing. I don't know what your plans are in terms of your growth and stuff for your like kind of Lego supply business, I guess. But we at the moment, oops, I think I hit the camera. We at the moment are not able to process like 100 pounds a week or anything. Okay, 29, 26 is up here. This is the part that's going to be kind of inconvenient because I really don't have the camera in a spot. Another thing is we've started putting drawers on the opposite side of the wall. As far as I know, these orders don't have those things because most of these orders were placed before we had the other side of the wall. But I might have to spin around, or I'll just leave those pieces out because the camera can't even see it. Assist Official, I believe, gave us a super chat. Yeah, Assist Official super chat says, let's go Denmark. We're playing against Finland in soccer. Awesome, or the European version. Awesome. Go Denmark. Playing against Finland. I don't know anyone that lives in Finland, that I know of at least. But yeah, Josh, nice to virtually meet you. Yeah, Lego Military Mark says it's called Lost Leader. I don't remember if that's what I said, but yeah, exactly. Yeah, Soulflame says as well, Belgium, we have that too. It's not allowed to sell at a loss. David says, if you're selling used, you can sell every piece for 3 cents and still have a 3 times part out value. If you're selling used, you can sell every piece for 3 cents and still have a 3 times part out value. You can do that as long as you are getting the pieces for 1 cent. But also with used, at least for us, 100%, our costs for used to supply it is cheaper comparing that to new. But the cost of sorting it, and then the cost of cataloging it, and then the cost of adding it, like we have to factor in our time too, takes a lot more than it would to part out a set. So while there might be, it might be like a 6 or 7 times part out value on what the value of the pieces were, at the end of the day, you're not making 6 times profit or at all. You're not even close to that. You might be making 20% profit, hopefully, on the used after you're processing it with all the people that are involved, the contractors and stuff. And if we were sitting down doing it, we'd have to, again, factor in our time doing it, and that's why we have contractors. It's too hard for us to sit down. It looks like we got another super chat. I apologize, I missed this one, from T. He says, I haven't bought from you guys, but your videos have been helpful when getting my store up and running. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh my gosh. Super chat, T. Congratulations on running your store and building it up. And I think you're the one who said you're almost going to hit 1,000 lots, which is pretty exciting. Yeah, about to get to 1,000 lots, about to reset the goal to 2,000 lots. Sounds good. It's always good to reset goals because you hit them. What else do we have here? Sean, yeah, this is you. Awesome, you're here. Rita says, great, thank you. Hope you're doing well too. I am running on 4 hours of sleep, so I'm doing wonderful. Victor says, I just sent you a message about putting my complete BrickLink store for sale. I accept offers. You're selling your whole store. I will probably get back to you today, but I probably won't have an answer for you today, but we can at least start a discussion most likely. Sean says, where do you typically get your bulk used Lego? So the guy in the chat, Josh, he's the guy. I don't know. I don't know exactly where he gets it, and I'm sure he's not going to share where he gets it, which makes sense. But he actually, we met him through a different Josh, and sorry, I got to count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Met him through a different Josh, and so sorry, I'm trying to count. We're exclusive with him. I don't know how much Josh really considers that, but for the most part, when he has used, I want to say yes, we can buy it, because then he can always come to us, not really have to shop around and look for other people. It's easier for both of us, and then in theory, we have a somewhat steady supply of used. And so far, I'd say over the past 3 or 4 weeks, we've been working with them and stuff. Already, we've had a very steady supply. 60-ish pounds, I'd say, every time we pick up. 60 to 80 pounds every time we pick up. The first one was bigger, but yeah. So we just found it through a different Josh, and then Josh came into the picture, and we've actually purchased sets from the other Josh too. There's 2 Joshes. They live near us, and we purchased stuff from both of them. I don't know exactly. I think it was that the first Josh just reached out because we had a YouTube channel and stuff, and mentioned something. I believe that's what ended up happening. But before that, we were going on Goodwill or eBay. eBay is probably not the place to go, unfortunately. It's just too expensive there. But we would go on the Goodwill, like they have auctions and stuff. The problem I found with Goodwill is, like last week, I think I talked about it. I would pull out we'd order 15 pounds or whatever, and it was a 15-pound box. Cool. But the problem is I would pull out 2 pounds, and this is the worst example, but literally I pulled out 2 pounds of non-Lego or destroyed Lego or anything like that. So it almost made it not worth the time. Not even worth the cheaper price of Goodwill. It's probably like $4 a pound, but once you remove those 2 pounds from the $15, or from the 15 pounds, okay, now you got $13 a pound. It's probably closer, sorry, not $13, 13 pounds instead of 15, but you still spent 60 bucks on it. So what is that then? Like, I don't know. It costs more, and then it takes more time to process, and so I don't know. That's what we were doing for a while. Fortunately, Josh popped into our lives, because that was something we were struggling with. And where does this one go? So we have a goal for summer, which is to process, at least 20 pounds a week in the first weeks. And then after that, we want to process a lot more within reason. We'll see if we can go to 40, but we kind of need to bring on a new cataloger, I believe. I'm not sure yet exactly, but used. But yeah, for the summer, we're trying to process a lot. And in processing a lot, we needed a steady supply. And so we weren't sure how we were going to get that, when we were trying to figure out summer stuff, and what our plans were for summer. But like I said, Josh came through, and so far has been supplying a fantastic supply, like fantastic. It's absolutely great, of Lego. Great condition, most of it and stuff. All that kind of stuff is awesome. And there's very, very little non-Lego inside of there, which is great. The only thing, Josh, that I'm not a fan of is that you won't take the bins back. What are we gonna do with all of them? I don't know what you would do with them, but like, come on. No, it's totally fine. So yeah, Sean, that's where we typically get our bulk. Yeah, all from one guy at the moment. Henry says 10,000 lots is a ton. You definitely have to be on top of it. Yes, definitely have to be on top of it. That is a good way to put it. I'm a little, I don't know, I'm very curious as to, you know, what it's going to be like to try to grow a store to that size. Obviously, there are many stores that are that size, so it's not like it's impossible. But yeah, I'm curious as to, one, how we're going to get it to that size, and then how we're going to maintain that size. And my solution, at least what I can think of, is just there has to be additional staff, you know, whose job it is to just come in and pack every day, or we set something more along the lines of like Kyle and I and Paul or whatever consistently guaranteed 100% are working 4 days a week in the store or something, and it has to be a little bit more like a job. That's the nice thing right now, is it is a job. You know, at least I look at it like that. I try to grow it and stuff, but also if I can't come in for a few hours one day or something, you know, it's not the end of the world. But if that starts happening when we're trying to maintain 10,000 lots and you're selling not 1,000 lots a day, but like, I don't know, maybe 300 lots that are going out a day you're losing, you need to be adding those 300 lots back into your store. So I don't know, there's stuff like that I'm, they're supposed to be, I guess, nervous about for the growth of the store, but we'll see. So Sean, looks like you got almost entirely light bluish gray pieces, minus a few green 1x2 plates. That is it. Other than that, it is light bluish gray all the way. Are you building something specific, Sean? Oh, you are. You are. What are you building? I can't remember, but you mentioned it and you said you didn't need the parts quite yet. It was okay if it was a little late, if we were waiting for a video. Is it in this message thing? No, it's not. But yeah, what are you building? Because I can't remember. Joey, good morning. How are you? Assist Official. Again, thank you for that super chat and good morning. I hope you're doing well, or good evening. I think it probably that over there. Henry says maybe make it a once a month deal, and I think you're referring to packing orders on camera once a month. That's what's kind of my thought, but unfortunately we hadn't gotten enough orders that we could do that. Sorry about the really bad writing, Sean, on your card. But no, that was actually my plan. I probably mentioned it, was to do one video a week, packing order on camera. And when we were pushing out videos like 3 times a week, plus a stream and stuff, early this year and stuff, or late, well, mid to late last year, we were getting tons of orders that were, can you pack it on camera and stuff, which is great. But it slowed down for sure. And I think a lot of the people who were subscribers and stuff, I don't know, you guys are the subscribers, so maybe you could mention this, but, okay, so next one we have here is Amman. And I think he actually asked, can you pack mine next? Yes, I can, because it's next in the list too. I was going to pack yours next anyway, but yes, I can. But where was I going? Subscribers and stuff, I think, wanted to place an order to see it on camera, and once they do that, they don't really have another intention of placing another order. And so unless we're getting a ton of new subscribers and stuff, we're not really going to have a ton of people trying to place an order on camera. Kyle has mentioned we should maybe make it a shipping option, and they can click it. But then I'm concerned we're going to have too many, because people are like, oh, we'll see what that is, and they just click it, because the price, you know, I don't want to charge more for it, I don't think. I don't know, I'm not sure, because it is inconvenient and slow to pack on camera. But obviously, it's fun, because I can chat with you guys, or make a video, or whatever it is. But yeah. Okay, so Be Kind All the Time, or Amman. We're going to start packing your order now. The first thing you have is the Toy Story Rex dinosaur, which is bin 40. I can't actually go get bin, or I can't show bin 40, unfortunately, but I can go get it. And I will take out the dinosaur Rex. So this is something maybe we can talk about. For people who sell on BrickLink, and they sell things like this, where it's like, you know, Rex and he's built together like that. It doesn't come with the blue Technic pin, but if you sell it new, you know, we don't assemble these things if they're in bags, but you have to put the Technic pin in there. So we cut a tiny slot, put the Technic pin, and then tape the slot. Do other people do something similar, or how do you do that? Do you build the dinosaur or whatever it is? Because we also have like little Yeti things, I think. Oh no, we actually have dinosaurs from like movie 2. No. Jurassic World, those stuff. And for those, we also cut it or do a tiny little slice. So I don't know what other people do. All right, got to move back here. Joshua says, Philly man, right now sorting through roughly 20 pounds of figs. That is a lot of figures. That is awesome. Soulflame is off to the store. Dundermill from Brickco, welcome to the stream. How are you? Henry says, we have that problem. Can't say no to our guy. We have no way to process it. Yeah, so our hope is actually that with Josh, you know, giving 60 or 40 or whatever per week, even if we're not processing that much, in the future we'll have a backlog. So as we are able to start processing 40 pounds a week, maybe 60 pounds a week, if we aren't having that supply coming in still, or if it's maintained at 60 and we're trying to do 80 a week, we have enough of a backlog where we can go find some additional supply if necessary. So that's kind of our thought with accepting as much as we can right now, and then if we're able to, let's process more and more and more until we run out of our weekly supply, and then go get additional, if that kind of makes sense. Josh says, nice to meet you as well. Yeah, we'll actually meet, I'm sure, at some point in person. Dundermill from Brickco says, how do you pay your contractors? Do you do it by hour or by pound? So, depends what the contractor's doing. For the person coming in who's auditing, it's paid by hour. For those who sort, it is paid by pound. For those who catalog, it's paid a mixture of a few things. It's paid by bin or tub of Lego. And that's mostly because for a sorter, if you give it 20 pounds, it doesn't matter. They're going to come back sorted. But for a cataloger, bricks versus plates versus tiles, it's all going to weigh slightly different and stuff. So we're just going to give them a whole tub, which will even out to be 20 pounds per tub on average. It'll depend though. But they get paid per tub, and then they also get a % of a commission of the value of the parts. And then they can get an additional commission if they bring it back in a certain amount of time. Same thing with the contractors, oh my gosh, they're all contractors. Same thing with the sorters as well. If they bring the bin back of 20 pounds of Lego, which is what those bins are right back there, those are actually just 2 more bins of 20 pounds ready to go out. They're cleaned and stuff for contractors. But what was I saying? Oh, they get a bonus if they bring it back within a certain amount of days. If they don't, they still get paid, obviously, but there's no bonus for that. So when we're trying to figure out budgeting and stuff, we just assume there's going to be, we assume we're paying them the bonus and stuff. We don't always, doesn't always work that way. And actually for the cataloger, I can't say what our costs truly are yet. We have set rates and stuff, and they might adjust. We'll see. I'm not going to announce those and stuff, but 473. But yeah, so we have that kind of stuff, like the rates and stuff set, but we haven't had the contractor, they're all contractors. The cataloger actually, dark brown, reddish brown. We're gonna check that door. We haven't had the cataloger actually pick stuff up yet. That is gonna be Monday when we have our first cataloger come grab stuff. So Paul and I primarily have been focusing on the used stuff right now. And then Kyle, I don't even know where I'm going with this conversation. Kyle has been focusing on parting out new. So pretty much every day he comes in, he'll do a new set or two, because we have smaller quantity now, so it doesn't take as much space or time to part out. Super duper nice. This is used. Are the rest of those new? That is also used. So Kyle's been doing great with the new, and then Paul and I are just going through. Kind of what ended up happening is I do a lot of the utility work, you know, if we have to stamp boxes, if we have to order things, kind of things like that. Paul has recently been pretty much, I mean, we all pack orders, so we'll start with that, but Paul has pretty much been cataloging. So there's the desk over there and the computer, and he actually uses his laptop, not even the computer, but he just catalogs pieces all day. And he creates the BSX files and puts it in a bin. Then at the end of the day, or after he's done or whatever, I take that bin and I go to the table and I'm on my laptop and I assign remarks to all the pieces, double check the piece count, double check the color, pretty much double check everything, and then upload all the pieces. And that's actually been working super well for us, fortunately, which is absolutely awesome, because that's similar to how the cataloger is going to bring it back. They're going to give it to us in, I think, we'll figure it out before Monday. Every piece will be individually bagged. Every lot will be individually bagged. Now, we're not going to give them 20 categories. You know, they're not going to have 1,000 lots. We're going to give them one bin full of all bricks or something. We're not going to give them a ton of stuff. And then that'll make it easier for them, obviously. But then also, one week we'll be adding bricks. The next week we'll add plates. The next week we'll add tiles. The following week we'll add minifig parts. The next week we'll add bricks again. And we'll do this kind of rotation of when things are getting added. But I do see that we got another super chat from Assist Official who says, what did the cataloger get back in return? So it's a commission, it's a value commission. So they get, I don't remember off the top of my head the rate, but they get X amount per tub of Lego. And then on top of that, they get, the numbers might be wrong here, but I think it's either a 5% or 7% commission. I don't remember what we started on the value of the pieces that they catalog, period. So that's the start there. And then after that, there's the option, if they bring it back in time, or in a certain amount of time, they get, and I don't remember this number either, but it was somewhere like 15-ish% commission of the value of those parts, on top of still their flat rate that they get for the tub. I don't think we actually, no, maybe it's 12. I don't exactly remember what the numbers are anymore. But we figured it all out on a calculator to make it worth it for us financially and for them, so that they're spending time that is, you know, it'd be very hard to catalog full time and make enough money to do that. But they could, in theory, this drawer is stuck. They can, in theory, do it, you know, kind of part time and still make enough money to have additional money. It's not going to be a job, though. Wow, this drawer is super stuck. What is going on here? There we go. 6 of these. These sell quick. So, Amman, you bought these, but these are the little, like, truss support pieces. These go quick. Every time we add these to our inventory, we added a ton of them with, sorry, I hope I didn't hit the mic there. The Central Perk set. And those sold super fast. All right, you also bought some minifigs. Awesome, $21.90, which is up here. So these are the soccer player, or football, depending where you live, minifigs, and they have like a number on the back. They're pretty cool. And then they're like, they have a jersey on the front. I like these guys. These guys are fun. I put these in a while ago, actually, probably. And they don't sell for a ton, but I think they're pretty cool. Pretty cool guys. Okay, we are, I'd say, about halfway done with your order here. We got the truss pieces, Rex the dinosaur, kind of some crates and stuff, an axe, a couple minifigs. Pretty cool so far. I'll read a little bit more chat here. Assist Official says, hi Josh, nice to meet you. T says, anyone selling a BrickLink store, let me know. Yeah, who was it? Someone reached out. I don't remember who it was. I want to say the Brick Room, but that might not be accurate. Someone reached out and said, hey, selling a store. And then I forgot to reply. And then Doug swooped in and took the store. Yeah, I was very sad. I totally forgot to mention it to Paul and Kyle, and then we just didn't happen. Victor says, I just noticed I accidentally sent the message about selling my store 3 times. No problem. Does that just mean we have 3 emails or something? That's not a problem at all. I can scroll past them. Joshua says, I have too many bins, and I live in a house where 11 others live, so there's no room for me to throw them out. Wow. Yeah, no, the bins, I'm curious what we'll do. We might open a bin supply store. I don't know. But yeah, the bins are definitely going to become a problem. Fortunately, we've kind of stacked them all inside of each other, so they're relatively small space, but I'm not sure if we can donate them maybe to like Goodwill or something. I mean, if they're trashed, I'll probably just toss them. Initially, I thought you would want them back to put more pieces in them, but it makes sense if you get them with your supply that you wouldn't need 1,000 more bins. But I don't want to, you know, throw them away if they're in good condition. I want to do something with them. But also, we have a workflow where pretty much all of our bins are consistent. They fit on our shelves in a certain spot, all that kind of stuff. So I can't really use those bins. I guess we could use them to catalog or to contract out like sorting and stuff. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, bins, too many. We've only picked up like 3 times from you too, I think. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 11 bins, maybe more. Okay, 2436. So I still don't know my pick path yet. Since we've changed it to picking on both sides, I still don't exactly know which side what is where. Or what? What did I just say? You know what I mean, right? What is where on what side? So I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but there's a show called Worst Cooks in America. It's great. And there's this one quote from this lady who was on there. And I don't remember what it was, but it was fantastic. And it was something along the lines, though, of like, I'm so confused, I don't know where I am when I'm going where I'm supposed to be. Or something really convoluted like that. And it was absolutely hilarious. And I can't find it now. I don't know what episode it was in. And I can't find it online, but it was great. And I had something to say about that, but it didn't. I don't know where I was going with that. If I haven't told you already, I'm running on 4 hours of sleep. Bricks Ago, welcome to the stream. How are you today? Brick bins. Do you want some bins for your bricks? How are you? And Just Bricks. Hi from Six Flags in New Jersey. You are always somewhere. Welcome everyone who is new. Brixico says, Evan, what do you think are some of the biggest reasons why BrickLink sellers decide to no longer sell parts? I would say, in my opinion, one of the most, well, yeah, we'll go with this. The biggest reason, in my opinion, would be people assume that BrickLink's going to make you a lot of money, and it's not going to be a lot of work. It's, you know, it's Lego, it's cool, you just sort some stuff, put it in drawers, pack some orders, and you make some money. That is not the case. There's I would argue, a significant amount of work with it. Okay, a couple more little soccer players or football players. Super cool. There's a significant amount of work with BrickLink. Anything. I have to sneeze 1 second. I don't want to blow. Well, no. Okay, I guess I'm not. I'm not going to sneeze. I wanted to mute the mic for you guys, but it didn't happen. Yeah, I'd say one of the reasons would just be, I think I can make money doing this, and you can, but I think it's hard to make good money doing this. But I think I can make money doing this, and I want to, you know, Lego's fun, all that kind of stuff. And then they hit a point where they realize it's not fun anymore, and the money they're making is not anywhere near what they wanted to be, and stuff like that. I think that's probably a decent reason why a lot of people stop. And then I'd say, in addition to that, there's I guess kind of going along with that is, in my opinion, if you, and this is not, it's an opinion. Sorry, I gotta count too. Again, opinion. If you don't run it like a business, you're gonna have a really hard time making money with it and stuff. But you need to run it, and I think you need to treat it like a business too. Like, in terms of, you know, within reason, come in when you want, but like, you need to set some hours for yourself, set goals and all that kind of stuff. And if you don't have a business plan and all that kind of stuff, I would actually argue people end sooner because they're not seeing this pathway to success. But that's what I would think. One of those two things. They either don't treat it like a business and they expect to make money out of it, or they just think they're going to make money out of it and it's really easy and it's not hard work and stuff. You know, it's not physically super taxing, but it is not a... you're running your own business, I guess. You have to think of all the things that come with running your own business. So, yeah, hopefully that kind of answered that question. I don't know. What do you guys think are maybe some of the reasons that people stop selling on BrickLink? I think a lot of people actually probably just go with it until they find it not fun. And then once it's no longer fun to them, they just say, okay, I'm going to be done with it. I know there's also people who want to sell their store and stuff because they want to start over. They don't like how they started. They don't like their organization and stuff. So they figure if they sell their whole store, they'll have a little bit of money in their pocket or whatever, and they can restart their store and make it much, much better, which is a cool concept as well. And all the time we get questions, how would you change your store if you restarted it? And the good thing is we're not restarting it. It'd be very hard to restart it and get to this point again. 3202. You got a lot of these soccer players. It looks like you're building a whole team, which is pretty cool. So many, many more of these minifigs here. This is the goalie, I think. Yep, soccer goalie. Cool, yeah, you're building a whole... Oh, here's the other goalie. Cool, empty drawer. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, these minifigs are only like $1 or so, but they're pretty cool. I don't know what sets they came from, but I like them. They're just like, I mean, they're all in here, but they're like the, I don't know if you guys can see that, the soccer players. They have numbers on the back of them. Some of them have hair and hat pieces. I don't know. Those are pretty cool pieces. They're pretty cool figs in my mind. All right, $32.95. We're almost done with your order here, Amman. $32.95 is way at the bottom here. Very close to them with your order. We just have, that's $32.96. It always scares me. I don't say I do it often, but occasionally I will pull out a drawer. It's the wrong piece, and then it's like, uh-oh. And then I usually check the number, and it's just the wrong drawer I pulled out, but all the time. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Cool. That's 16. All right, 2 more pieces here. 1 more minifig. Let's read through a tiny bit more chat here real quick before I finish this order up. Rita says I put the pins inside the bag and close it again. Brickbin says I cut just enough to slide in the pin. That's exactly what we do. Cool. Sounds like we're in a good spot in terms of what everyone's doing then. BJH9900 says when you catalog used parts, I'm curious why you don't assign remarks right away. If you set it aside and move on to other pieces, isn't it more work to go looking for pieces again to assign remarks? Yes, it is. And we've thought about this and stuff. We need a 2-part system in uploading. Well, we might not need it, but we're doing it currently. So someone will catalog and go find all the pieces, find the part number, create the file itself. And then they're going to bag all those pieces separately, or all those lots separately. And then what happens is I will then sit down with the bin. I'll pour the bin out on the table, spread out the bags, and then I'll open the BSX and I'll double check everything. So I'm opening all the bags, you know, I'm counting for sure, and I'm making sure it's the right color. And then I'm looking at it for quality. It's kind of the last step in quality control. This initial sort, which we usually do, we pull out bad quality stuff if we see it. And then there's the sorters when they're sorting into the categories. If they see bad stuff or non-Lego, they should put it in a category. And then the catalogers really are the ones who will see if it's really bad quality because they're pretty much looking at every piece. And they pull out, you know, anything that's not in good condition as well. And then that leaves us with hopefully good condition at the very end. But that's a double check moment for that, for the quality of it. And then I'm double checking all the count and the stuff. And then I assign remarks. If we were to do it where the remarks are assigned and then they go into a drawer, we could double check everything. But then the drawers have to be piled up somewhere. And I don't know that we can necessarily give a ton of drawers to a cataloger and they assign remarks. And then it comes back and we double check. So, you know, with the barcode scanner and stuff, it makes it pretty hard to screw up unless you scan the wrong barcode, which I guess is a possibility. And I'm sure at some point it will happen. But currently that hasn't been an issue yet, scanning the wrong barcode. Because whatever drawer is in your hand is the one you're usually adding. But if we were typing in the remarks and stuff, which I have been doing, which is not the best, or have done, that's a little scary because you can mess up those remarks. But I think it's actually better for us to double check the pieces, make sure the count is right, the color, all that kind of stuff. And then you have someone who's focusing on cataloging and someone who's focusing on adding the pieces. They have 2 separate jobs. And I can add the pieces very quickly and double check things. Paul's gotten much better at cataloging than I am. And then as obviously a cataloger themselves should be pretty good at cataloging if that's what they start doing and stuff for a while. So that's why we assign remarks second after it's been cataloged, and because it's all a double check process. Soulflame is back from the store. Yeah, those support bricks sell well because they're loved for mockers. Yep, they are pretty, yeah, these sell super well. I mean, I liked those as a kid. I had the construction sets, and those would come in construction sets, like in yellow and gray and all that kind of stuff, and I loved them. Son of a Brick says, I've seen some people who are into army building use it to recoup some of the costs, especially for the figures, which are super cheap sets but cost $5 and $5 per shipping. Becomes cheaper to buy a $10 set and then sell the pieces if they don't need them. Yeah. I've seen people do that too, where they'll do this as a hobby to help, again, fund, mock building or whatever it might be, and they'll buy a couple sets or 3 sets of like the same thing, and they'll pull out the stuff that they want, whether that's minifigs or pieces and all that kind of stuff, and then they sell the pieces that they don't want, which is smart. And actually, that's how I think a lot of people get started on BrickLink. Maybe not a lot of people. It's how some people for sure get started on BrickLink with just having extra parts and stuff. And like, I think that's great. And sorry, I'm trying to write a number down. That's a great way to start, and you can continue to grow from there if you realize and you decide, I like this is fun, yada yada yada, whatever. Don't make the mistake I made though of selling all your pieces for the cheapest on BrickLink because you want to get sales right at the beginning. That is a no. Don't do that. Not good. But yeah, that is what I did initially, just because I was like, no one's buying at my store. I want to make sure they sell, so I'd sell pieces for half a cent. And I had no minimum buy and no fee if it, like it was, initially I figured out a fee. But right when I started, no, there was no fee, no minimum buy. They could order a 1 cent piece and shipping was like $2.50 or something super cheap. I was probably losing money. So Amman, we are all done with your order here. Now I'm just bagging it up. Boxing it up, bagging it up, whatever. Got a lot of cool pieces here, a lot of storage type container things. Rex the Dinosaur, some dark red 1x2 bricks, as well as some pearl gold 1x1 round plates, or the little studs. Some black and a dark bluish gray 1x4 little arch piece, and then your little sport pieces here, and your soccer team. I think that's it. So this will get shipped out today now, which is awesome, because usually if I pack orders live on camera, it's in the afternoon. So I switched it up this weekend, partially just because I needed to do it in the morning, but because we're also trying to debate about whether or not we're going to alternate stream times and stuff. But if I pack it in the morning, it'll get shipped in the afternoon on a Saturday. If I don't pack it till the afternoon, it can't get shipped on a Saturday, so you have to wait till Monday. So this will go out today, which will be cool for you guys, especially for those of you who have been waiting for like weeks. I know Amman, you just placed the orders a couple days ago, so it hasn't been too long of a wait, but some of these people have been waiting, like Henry and Sean. They have been waiting since, did we just get more orders? No, they've been waiting since mid-May. So they've been waiting almost a month now, and then Amman just a few days. And we've got 2 more orders here, one from James and one from Will. So Will, or James, we'll pack yours first. Yours is just 5 lots. I don't know if yours is the one that was requested to be on camera. We had these 2 orders come in, and there were messages, but I don't remember what the messages were, so we're just gonna go with, these both want to be packed on camera, hopefully. But I'm not entirely sure. So what have we been streaming? About an hour, 10 minutes? Yeah, so this will be not too bad, actually. This will be probably about a 2-hour stream, which is perfect. So this first one here for James, we're going to start at bin 16. We're going to get 4 6x16 plates in black. I think I said bin 8, hopefully. I feel like I did not say bin 8. What did I say? Bin 16. we're gonna get 4 of these. Just added these the other day, or I added some of these. Oh, so there's different models with businesses. There's like first in, first out, first in, last out. You know, if in terms of inventory, like a grocery store is first in, first out. If it comes in one day, you know, if these 2 pieces arrive Tuesday and these 2 pieces arrive Wednesday, these are going to be sold before the Wednesday ones. I've tried to figure out what BrickLink is, because it's not first in, first out, but it's also not necessarily first in, last out. It's closer to first in, last out, meaning these come in, and then these come in, and then you keep like stacking them in rows, and then you just remove the rows from the opposite order. I don't know if this is making any sense. Never mind. But I can't figure it out because you put pieces in here, you know, and some pieces might be 5 years old in there, but the pieces you're adding right now might be only, you know, a couple months old from the factory. You pour it on top, and because it's on top, when you go to pick that order, you're going to pick those on top, and your other ones are going to still be at the bottom, unless you've mixed it around, in which case they might be mixed together. So I've tried to figure out that kind of stuff. And I don't think there's a way for us to make sure that we're rotating pieces. At least not that I've been able to figure out. There might be, but I don't think so. I don't know if that really matters. Just a random point I wanted to bring up. Soulflame says, there's a wide variety of reasons, in my opinion, as to why people stop BrickLink. I stopped because I found better ways to making more money for less effort. Yeah, exactly. I think that's probably a decent portion of it. But I agree, most people stop because they underestimate the work. The most important thing is you have to love Lego and love running a business. So for me, my love for Lego is still the same. Also love for running a business, but a day only has 24 hours and I had to close. Yeah. That's why we got a comment the other day, and I don't remember who it was. Someone asked, you know, how does it make sense that you guys have 3 people that work 1148 down here? Does that make sense? You have 3 people that work in a store when you only have, you know, $4,000 in sales a month and whatever, and it was an honest question. I think it was a great question actually, because it doesn't work. This is the true answer. You know, if this was a business and we were having to pay ourselves 2, 4, 6, 12, we wouldn't be making enough money to survive if we were like each trying to do this full time. But fortunately, we're not, and that's kind of the super nice thing, in my opinion, about having multiple people is, you know, if I know I've said this multiple times now, but if I can't come in one day, Paul's in, or Kyle's in, or something, because I just can't, you know, we couldn't be packing orders 5 days a week if this was just me. There's no way I could do that. And then we couldn't be, you know, so there wouldn't be same-day shipping on orders. Not that that's like a huge selling point, although I think it is. I think so many people are surprised by the fact that we get an order out the same day, which, I don't know. To me, that doesn't really make sense, because like, it's not difficult to pack an order. I understand there's priorities and stuff, but our priority is to get the orders out. Because once orders are out, I feel like then we can do anything. Because at that point, the customer's paid and stuff, and they're expecting a product. I don't know. That's just me, I guess. But yeah, it's a lot of work. But if it was just me, I mean, there would not be this many drawers. Yeah, I would be making more money, but I wouldn't be. I mean, I wouldn't be making a ton more money, because I'd have to I'd have to do one of 2 things. I'd have to either pay additional contractors to do stuff, or the store would be half the size, and then we're not making, you know, $4 grand a month or something. 2736. Where's that? But I don't know. Yeah, it's a lot of work, and I think that's why it's so nice that we have multiple of us in here. Yeah, the other day there was that question saying it doesn't make sense that you're doing that, and it doesn't make sense, because currently I think we're at the size, or we're operating at the size of a store that should have 500 orders a month, you know, not 120. But I think that's good to do currently, as that means we can continue to grow, and it's easier for us to grow because we have the manpower to grow currently, and it's not costing us, that's not gonna fit. It's not costing us direct money. Or it's not costing the business money. It's just costing us, you know, profit. Awesome. Okay, so this order is for, I forgot who this was. This is for James. So James, if you're watching, or if you were watching, Thank you so much for your order. Last one here is for Will. And Will has 15 items in 12 lots. And then we're going to wrap it up here, everyone. So we might actually, this might be one of the shorter streams we've done. I'm going to put this over here by the other completed orders. And then we will wrap it up. And I need to eat some breakfast before I go to work. So that'll be kind of nice, actually, to be done. But I think I have a 12-hour day ahead of me, which is not looking fun. And yesterday was like a 13-hour day, but it was a 13-hour day that ended at 4 a.m. and that's the worst. Okay, $6.94. So this looks to be mostly minifig parts. So Assist Official, I don't know if you're still watching. I think you might have said you had to leave. But once adding your store, we've seen a huge increase, not necessarily in sales, which is what's weird, but a huge increase in orders that are just like strictly minifig parts. Tons and tons of orders that are like, yeah, just minifig parts. And what? Okay. Oh yeah, but the weird thing is I haven't seen a ton in sales. Like the sales numbers have not gone up, you know, like I wish they had. But the gross sales dollar amount has not gone up. But the number of sales has been going up, and then our average sale amount has been going down a little bit. But like this whole order of Star Wars minifig parts. Torsos, I guess lightsaber things, the Ewok things, heads, a couple hair pieces, lightsaber blade things. 1005. What are you guys all up to this morning or this evening or whatever time it is, wherever you are? What's everyone doing? I feel like I ask that every stream when I get to the point in the stream where I don't know what I'm supposed to talk about anymore. But yeah, what is everyone doing? Because I would love, and it never happened, but sometimes it does, and I do sometimes. But I liked it when, well, now it's actually hard because there's a wall here. When this wall wasn't here, I had something on the TV almost all the time, and it was probably Pop's Block Shop or, you know, something along the lines where I could watch it for an hour and a half or didn't have to directly watch it, and it was just playing in the background. And I was going to say, I wish there were more streams like this during the daytime, at least for my daytime, when I'm working in the store that I can listen to or watch or whatever. There's not, but I can always watch back streams and stuff. But it's fun to be part of the chat and stuff and to communicate with people. But like, I would love to watch a stream or listen to a stream while I'm packing orders. I think it'd be really fun. But that's just not something that I've done in a long time. 1687. So if you haven't seen this already, there's a couple sides to my cart here. These 4 are for used pieces. These 6 are for new. Usually there's 6 and 6. I can't find the other 2. And then this is where we put all the things after they've been bagged. So once we put all the pieces in a bag, they'll go here. Card goes here. And then this goes and sits over by our packing station. And if there's 2 of us or 3 of us in the store that day, usually someone will be at the packing station doing something on the computer anyway. And as this goes over, they'll just print a shipping label, put it in a box and stuff. It's ready to go. Or in this case, all of these, I'll go sit over there, and at the end of this, I'll go put the shipping labels on them and stuff. But that's kind of our workflow here. In case you see that I'm separating stuff, we bag new and used separate. Soulflame says it is 1917 here, so it's 7 p.m., but I'm going to get some pizza. Ooh, that sounds pretty good, actually. It is currently 10 a.m. here, but can you have pizza at 10 a.m.? I don't know. That's probably allowed, right? I don't know if you could get pizza at 10 a.m. Huh. Maybe, probably not. But then I'm working, so I don't think I get pizza today. Maybe I'll get pizza after work tonight. What kind of pizza are you going to get? And where are you, Soulflame? You must be in Europe somewhere. Interesting. I thought you were US based, but apparently not. All right, 1826, we have one lightsaber handle thing. I'm very technical with my names. One lightsaber handle thing. This is the metallic silver, or chrome silver. I love these. These are really cool. The chrome, I don't know if you guys can see that, but like the shiny, how they're reflective and stuff, I think that looks awesome. All right, 2098, that's down here somewhere. But yeah, see the bending over, not that it's like super taxing necessarily, but it takes time to bend over and figure out what drawer number you're looking for and stuff. So that's something I think we will change. Well, we've kind of changed it, like I said, once the big drawers are on the bottom. So the other side of this wall is fantastic. It's all big drawers on the bottom. You can stand, you know, pretty much right here, and you can read the numbers, so you don't have to bend over to see the numbers. But again, like I said, I've thought about just moving it to 3 once we move locations. It'll depend how big of a space we have and how efficient it will be in our pick process. We will see though. Son of a Brick says, cold pizza is great for breakfast. I 100% agree with you, 100%. I do not have cold pizza though. I might have a frozen pizza, maybe. Probably not though. Although I don't think a frozen pizza not heated up would be great for breakfast. That probably is it's too cold at that point. 3069. Just one of these that is used. So we might have to go around to the other side of the aisle for this one. 3071. One head. And yep. Guess what, guys? We get to go to the other side of the aisle. Isn't that exciting? Oh, that doesn't go in there. So, 3596, I believe, is 3596 is over here now. So it's actually right behind the camera. But that's a new location. This drawer's just empty. That is fantastic. 3596 is our new Oh, I didn't show that yet. So on the other side of this wall, we have our 20 more units. Maybe I'll spin the camera for you guys. Actually, yeah, this is our last order. Let me 3686. Let me pull 3686 real quick and get this one done, and then I'll show you guys real quick. You guys get a little special thing because you are the ones here on the stream, which I think is cool. Okay, so this order's packed now. I will just bag it up. Again, this is for Will. Thank you so much for your order. But yeah, let me move this camera for you guys without like totally destroying everything. And I'll show you. There we go, that was a smooth move. We now have 3 rows here. And I apologize, it's out of focus. Let me fix that. There you go. That should be good now. There's 3 rows, or 3 columns here. So we have this one, and then here we had like we were able to fit half of a column without extending the wall, but I figured we need to extend the wall, we're wasting space there. So I don't think I showed it in the vlog, but yeah, I've added 1 more column here, which is exciting. And so this is gonna be a fantastic spot as we kind of turn the wall as well, instead of just ending it. Probably will not continue on anymore because we have our bins there and stuff. But I want to build some sort of different shelf thing for the bins at some point because they're just kind of in the way, I guess. Okay, let's see if there's any more chat here. I will finish bagging up this order here for Will, I think. Yeah, for Will. And then that'll pretty much be it for this stream. What was this? About an hour and a half. Not too bad. Got a couple super chats, which is fantastic. Assist official again. And, oh no, who was the other super chat? I'm so sorry. T from Canada, I believe, who is almost at 1,000 lots in the store. So thank you guys so much for your guys' super chats. If you guys haven't checked out our Discord, it's pretty cool. That's where, if you have a question, someone's going to answer it in that Discord. Tons of people in there. We got over 300 people now, which is really cool, actually. And it's great to have so many people in the Discord. It's really fun. Or Patreon, if you want to check out our Patreon as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're going to call it in a second here. Soulflame says, yeah, I'm in Belgium. I'm going to get a Quattro Stagioni, an Italian restaurant here that does takeaway. Nice. Run by real Italians. They're the best. Nice, as opposed to fake Italians. Maple Grove Bricks just joined the Discord server. I don't know if you're here, but welcome to the Discord server. Son of a Brick says, yeah, only frozen food I like is frozen french fries. Do you eat them frozen? That's not right. I wouldn't eat. You don't like ice cream? Anything frozen like that that's supposed to be frozen? T says, my store. Beats, Breaks, and Bricks sells both used records and Lego. Records are way more profitable and less work, but maybe not as fun. Interesting. Beats, Breaks, and Bricks. I like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Oh, Son of a Brick says, I mean of food that shouldn't be eaten. French fries. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. I don't... Tater tots sometimes. I'll have a tater tot if it... But usually, I mean, it's just a frozen potato. I don't know. French fry would probably go with no. But maybe. But yeah, I think that's going to be it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. There's going to be this weird delay. I'm going to say thank you, and I'm going to walk away, and then everything will, like, go. But it's because it's at the other side of the room. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Thank you all who ordered from us. Now I'm very excited to let you guys know that these are all going to be shipping out today. I'm going to go print shipping labels for them right now. Or actually, I might have Paul just do that this afternoon, or before this afternoon. And then those will go out today, which is great. Got a few more chat things here. Soulflame says, if those big bins are standing in the way, would it be a good idea to place them on a high empty place if you don't access them often? Just a thought. Big bins. Are you talking about our bins next to them? Yeah, they're not in the way. It's just that the shelves that they're on fit, like they don't fit four. So we can fit 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I can turn the camera for you real quick. I'll show you one more thing here. So the bins over here, I mean, you can kind of see, we can fit 3 there, which is cool. But this, if I move these all the way to the left, there's not enough room for another bin here. Like you can see, it doesn't fit, and it's really horrible. It's really disappointing. So there's a ton of wasted space on these shelves. The bins themselves don't actually take up too much room, and I'd say it's pretty reasonable in terms of, you know, like what, hope the HDMI doesn't fall out. Whoa. It's pretty reasonable in terms of the amount they take up, and we have, you know, pieces in them and stuff, but it's just the shelves suck. I've thought about making a shelf unit where it fits in much nicer, or we want some sort of maybe drawer type thing where they're big drawers like those. Haven't really looked into that though, so those are just going to stay for now, but if we want to shift them over a little bit, we can. We actually will shift them over a little bit. I think that's what you meant by the big bins. Finish up any more chat here. I believe that is it though. But yeah, we've thought about putting the totes. That's something we thought about. If we only have 3 things when we move, underneath that 3rd unit we might have small shelves where we can put bins, and it would fit in our number sequence, and then they just have a spot there. That might be what we end up doing, and then there is technically a 4th thing at the bottom, but all you have to do is just barely reach over and pull out your bin or your shoebox down there, which is good. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Lego Military Mox, thanks for tuning in. Son of a Brick, T, Soulflame, Just Bricks, Jim, and everyone else who was here. Josh, BJH9900, Brickbins, Rita, Brixico, so many people. Yeah, so many people here. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. We will see you all in the next stream and in this week's videos, hopefully. So thanks, and take care, everyone. Have a good one.